Let's be real. AI is changing just about everything when it comes to work. And trying to keep up can feel, well, a little overwhelming, right? So today, we're going to cut through the noise and look at exactly how Google has laid out these really clear learning paths to help you master the AI skills you're going to need, whether you're just starting out or you're already a seasoned pro. Okay, let's get into it.
I mean, this is the question, isn't it? No matter what you do, developer, marketer, business leader, you name it, AI has officially moved out of the buzzword category and into the fundamental part of the job category. And because of that, the demand for people who actually know how to use this stuff, it's just exploding. And when I say exploding, I'm not kidding. Just look at this number. In the last 2 years alone, AI engineering roles have shot up by 300%. That's not just a trend. That is a seismic shift happening across every industry, and it's happening right now.
Now, whenever you see growth like that, you're gonna get a skills gap. That's just inevitable. But here's the thing. You shouldn't see that as a barrier. Honestly, it's more like a wide open invitation. It's your chance to level up your skills, get your hands on some new tools, and really plant yourself at the front fort of all this innovation.
So, okay, how do you actually accept that invitation? Well, Google has put together this whole learning ecosystem that's basically designed to be your guide. Let's take a look at how their learning ladder works so you can figure out the perfect place for you to start or to take that next big step. And this is home base for all of it, the Google Skills platform. Think of it as a one-stop shop. It pulls together all the best resources from Google Cloud, DeepMind, and more all into one place. With literally thousands of courses and labs, it's built to be the spot where you go to build actual, real-world AI skills.
Google basically breaks down their credentials into 3 tiers, and it all depends on what your goal is. First up, you've got the skill badge. This is perfect if you just want some quick, hands-on practice with one specific tool. Then there's the certificate. This is for when you're really looking to build job-ready skills to maybe start a new career or get a promotion. And then at the very top, you have the certification. That's the big one, for the pros who need to prove they can solve those really complex, real-world problems.
So let's start with path number 1. This is for the curious beginner. The person who's heard all the buzz about AI, thinks it's cool, but has absolutely no idea where to even start. If that's you, don't worry. Google has a specific on-ramp designed just for you.
And here it is. This is your ground floor, the Google AI Essentials course. It's made for total beginners. This isn't about learning to write complicated algorithms. Nope. It's about understanding the core ideas of AI and, more importantly, learning how to use the tools that already exist to make you way more productive in whatever job you have right now.
The way they've structured this just makes a ton of sense. You start with the basics, then you immediately get practical, you learn how to use AI tools to speed things up, and you learn the art of prompting, which is just a fancy way of saying you learn how to give AI good instructions. And what I really love is that they've baked in a course on using AI responsibly. That is an absolutely critical skill to have today.
And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. Check out what Candice, a recent grad of the course, had to say. She nailed it. She went in knowing almost nothing and came out with a solid foundation. That's exactly the point, giving you the confidence to start playing with these tools on your own.
All right, let's move on to our next person, the career upskiller. This is someone who's already got a job, maybe a good one, but they want to add some serious AI and data skills to their resume to really stand out. They might already know a little bit of code or stats, but they need to make it official.
Now for this kind of person, the Google Advanced Data Analytics Certificate is a perfect example. And to get the real story, I went and found a super detailed review on Reddit from someone who actually finished the whole thing, to get the unfiltered take.
So here's the breakdown. What did they love? The hands-on projects. They said it was amazing for building a strong portfolio you can actually show to a potential employer. Big win. But they also gave a fair warning. If you've already got a heavy stats background, that part of the course might feel a little basic. So the big takeaway here? It seems like it's an incredible program for specializing, but it's probably best if you're not a total beginner to coding and stats.
And that brings us to our final path, which is really for 2 kinds of people at the top of the ladder. First, you have the experienced tech professional who's aiming for that expert-level certification. And second, you have the business leader who's thinking bigger. They need to get their entire team up to speed on AI.
And for these 2 groups, the goals are pretty different. The pro developer is all in on the technical side, aiming for that professional machine learning engineer certification. We're talking deep, hands-on mastery. The business leader, though, they're playing chess. Their goal is strategic. How do I give my team these skills so we can improve efficiency and drive real business results?
And for any leaders listening, here's your proof.
Just look at this case study with the Home Depot. A whopping 92% of their people who went through the training found it valuable. And get this, 75%, 3/4 of them, were using their new skills every single week. This shows it's not just about learning stuff, it's about skills that get put to work immediately, making the whole team better.
Okay, so we've looked at the whole landscape, from the very first step for someone who's just curious, all the way to the advanced tracks for pros and leaders. So what's the bottom line? What should your next move be?
Just let this number sink in for a second. In a recent survey, 85% of people felt that getting a Google Cloud certification gave them the exact skills they needed for the jobs that are in high demand right now. That is a huge vote of confidence.
The biggest takeaway from all of this should be that no matter where you are in your career, there's a path for you. That's what this whole ecosystem is designed for, to meet you where you are and help you get to where you want to go. So really, the best way to start is just to get in there and start exploring the platform for yourself.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. This massive AI wave isn't coming, it's already here. Being a proactive learner isn't just a nice to have anymore. It's kind of the whole strategy. So the real question isn't if AI will change things for you, but how you're going to change with it. Thanks for tuning in.